Alright, so we're playing 1850 Dark Angels versus Space Wolves. I'm Ryan, I'll be playing Dark Angels. Sarjay will be playing Space Wolves. We've got Capture and Control, Spearhead Deployment. Got Dark Angel objective here. Space Wolf objective over there. And first we'll go over the Dark Angels. We'll be playing Master of the Deathwing, Belial, and Samuel, Master of the Raven Wing. We'll have 3 Terminator squads, one with Cyclone Missile Launcher, Apothecary, and all Thunder Hammer Storm Shields. 1 unit with Assault Cannon, all Storm Bolters, Power Fists, and the Sergeant with the Power Weapon. Unit with Cyclone Missile Launcher, Sergeant with Lightning Claws, 2 Thunder Hammer Storm Shields, and another Lightning Claw. We'll have 2 Raven Wing Squadrons, both with Power Weapon Sergeants, 1 unit with 2 Melt-A-Guns, 1 unit with 2 Plasma Guns, and 2 Attack Bikes with Multi-Meltas, and finally 2 Land Speeder Typhoons. Then we'll have the Space Wolves. So we got Sergeant with Power Weapon, have a Melt-A-Gun, a Flamer, and they are in a Rhino with extra armor and Dozer Blade. Have a unit with Power Fist, Flamer, and Melt-A-Gun in a drop pod. A 5-man Terminator squad with Heavy Flamer, Chain Fist, Frostblade, and Frost Axe, and then Stormbolter Power Fists in a drop pod. We have Logan Grimner and Arjok Rockfist, Assault Cannon, Chain Fist, and 3 Thunder Hammer Storm Shields in a Land Raider Crusader. We have a Devastator squad with 2 missile launchers, 2 las cannons, and then a Thunderwolf Cavalry straight up with bolt pistol, bolt gun, close combat weapon. Alright, we'll see you after deployment. Okay, so deployment we have 1 Deathwing squad on my objective here. Typhoon, I think we're going to try and go around and see if we can't pop some transports. We've got Samuel hiding out behind the building and the other behind this building. And I've got the other 2 Terminator squads are going to Deathwing Assault, and the bikes are going to outflank. And Space Wolves had the Land Raider with the Terminator squad there, the Thunderwolf Cavalry, the Rhino chilling back there behind the building, and the Devastators on top, and the drop pods are in reserve. And Space Wolves are going to try and steal initiative. And close but no cigar. Okay, end of Dark Angels turn 1. We still have the Terminators on the objective. Move the Typhoon over, get a little bit closer to the action. Samuel moved up. Landspeeder moved up a little bit. We had the 2 units of bikes outflank. We rolled over here. I combat squatted the 2 attack bikes, kept them 6-man bike squads, and then deep struck the 2 Terminator squads. Lots of shooting. Samuel and the 2 jet bikes took out all but 1 of the Devastator squad. The attack bike failed to immobilize the Rhino, and then the other attack bike vehicle wrecked. He was only able to get 5 guys out of the transport. Went ahead and shot at him with the bike squad. Saw 2 of them die to plasmas. 1 of my bikes died because I rapid fired him. This squad of bikes shot at the Thunderwolf Cavalry. The Terminator squad over here shot at the Thunderwolf Cavalry, and the Cyclone missile launchers fired at them, taking them down to one model with 1 wound left. And we're going to take a few tests and see you at the bottom of Space Wolves turn 1. All right, Space Wolves end of turn 1, and saw the Terminator drop pod come in over by my objective. Heavy Flamer and Stormbolter fire took out 1 Terminator. The las cannon guy up on top of the tower took a shot at Samuel, made his armor save. And lots of shooting over here. The Land Raider Crusader and Logan's unit all shot at the Terminator squad, and the Thunderwolf Cavalry shot at the Terminator squad. Only took out 3 in the shooting phase. Assault phase was actually a tie combat. I made 3 out of 4 armor saves, and I managed to get 1 wound through on Logan. Over here, dealt 1 wound to the attack bike in the shooting phase, and Assault saw nothing happen, so they're locked in combat. And we'll see you at the bottom of turn 2.
That's the case, saved it a few times.
Alright, end of Space Wolves turn 2. Lots of stuff happened. Over here we had the Land Speeder and Samuel and the Typhoon missile launcher, or the Cyclone missile launcher, shoot at the Terminator squad. We took out all but 1 guy, then assaulted and finished him off fairly easily. The Land Speeder shot up at the tower. We took out the last las cannon Marine hanging out up there. This bike squad moved around to get a shot at the Land Raider. That bike squad moved over towards the objective, and my attack bike moved up to get a shot at the Land Raider. Between the 3, we scored a 2 and a vehicle wrecked. So it's a lovely piece of terrain now. And then we had Belial and his unit of Terminators charge into combat. I lost 3 Terminators, and Belial died to instant death, and he lost 2. I passed my fearless save, and we piled in. And it is still a stalemate over here between the 3 Space Wolves and the attack bike. We'll see you at the bottom of turn 1, turn 3. Yeah, sorry about the last one. We're not on to turn 3. We're actually at the bottom of turn 2. Basically, all that happened was this assault right here. Managed to take out the Thunderwolf Cavalry and 1 other Terminator, and I lost 2 more Terminators in the bout. So it's now Logan, Arjok Rockfist, and another Terminator in that assault right there. And we'll see you at the bottom of Dark Angels turn 3. So end of Dark Angel turn 3. We went ahead and the 2 Land Speeders and the Terminator squad shot at the only thing they really could, which is the drop pod, and weapon destroyed, and can't move or shoot next turn. Samuel took a shot over here at these Marines. They made their cover save. And assault here. The other Deathwing Terminators got wiped, and Logan and his unit consolidated over here. Bikes turbo boosted from a 3-up invul. And then the attack bike just moved up close to the objective. And see you at the bottom of Space Wolf turn 3. Alright, Space Wolves turn 3. Drop pod came in right over here. Was just within 6 inches of a Land Speeder that was sitting right here, but vehicle exploded. exploded 6 inches. Actually took out one of his guys, and I lost a Terminator to that. Logan and his unit moved up behind the Land Raider, and the Grey Hunters moved up. Get a little bit of cover right there. And we're on to the top of turn 4. Okay, top of Dark Angels turn 4. Bikes kind of moved around. We got some shots at Logan's unit. It did nothing. Attack bike at Logan's unit, nothing. I got 4 bikes that could see the unit of Grey Hunters over here, and nothing went through. Shooting. Saw quite a few Grey Hunters die from Samuel's plasma cannon, the rocket launchers and multi-melta here, and the Cyclone missile launcher here. Then we assaulted, wiped the unit, and consolidated back to our objective. And that's it for Dark Angels turn 4. We'll see you at Space Wolves. All right, Space Wolves turn 4. Not much going on. The Grey Hunters and Logan moved up. Shot at the attack bike that used to be right about here. Then assaulted it after failing to take it out in the shooting phase. Dispatched it easily, and then consolidated back there. See you at the bottom of Dark Angels turn 5. All right, Dark Angel turn 5. Landspeeder moved up. Samuel moved over here to get a shot over here. Just kind of reformed the bikes so I could get a shot over here at the Grey Hunters and this unit shoot at the Terminators. Managed to take out 2 of the Grey Hunters with plasma fire, and managed to take out 1 Terminator with the plasma cannon, and he passed the other 2 armor saves from the melta guns. And the land speeder vehicle wrecked the drop pod. And we'll see you at the end of Space Wolf turn 5. Okay, end of Space Wolf turn 5. Logan split off from the group to head towards that objective. Rockfist and the other Grey Hunter engaged the bikes in combat. Took all but the sergeant out, so we're locked in there. And we'll see if the game goes on. And we're going on to turn 6. All right, Dark Angel turn 6. Samuel moved up. Landspeeder moved up. Bikes kind of moved back. We didn't like being in assault with Terminators. Bike unit shot at Logan. Ended up taking him out his last wound to a plasma gun. Samuel tried to do it, scattered way too far to do anything. And the Landspeeder didn't even get a shoot at anything. And then Rockfist finished off the last bike. And we're at Space Wolves turn 6. End of Space Wolves turn 6. He just moved Rockfist over to cap that objective, which I forgot Terminators count as troop choices. So we'll see what happens. We're going to roll, see if we go on another turn. End of game. So we got a tie game. Space Wolves have 1, and Dark Angels have 1.